Hey there friends, today we're talking about Snowflake. Snowflake just released their earnings for the first quarter yesterday and they were stellar, they were great. Now is Snowflake finally living up to his promise when it first IPO'd? Is the hype that surrounded that IPO justified now? Also know that Berkshire was one of the first big investors into Snowflake. Since then the stock has been going down and up and mostly down for the last couple of years. So let's see if they finally can turn things around and the stock might go parabolic. First off, the revenue grew by 30% year over year this quarter to $1.33 billion. CEO highlighted that Snowflake's AI features such as Cortex Code and Snowflake Intelligence were acting as the primary tailwinds for this revenue growth. As he said it is transitioning the platform into the control panel for the agentic enterprise. They also announced a massive $6 billion AWS expansion, doubling their previous signed deal to a brand new 5-year infrastructure agreement with Amazon Web Services. Another highlight of their earnings was their enterprise client expansion booming. They now have more than 779 customers that post a revenue larger than $1 million in trailing 12-month revenue, which is also up almost 30% year over year, adding $46 million plus counts in Q1 alone. So not only do they have now more customers, they have bigger customers, more bigger customers. So that's really driving their revenue this quarter. For the whole year, they have upgraded the target revenue from $5.66 billion to $5.84 billion. So they are seeing really big demand in their standard cloud offerings and in their AI offerings. That's why they expected to have a bigger revenue for the whole year. Dollar-based net revenue retention stabilized at a healthy 126%, indicating deep ongoing integration and expanding into wallet share within existing enterprise accounts. So overall, Snowflake had a stellar earnings for this quarter and they beat every expectation. They had a revenue of $1.39 billion and had an operational income of $165 million. For the whole year, they're expecting to have a revenue of $5.84 billion and an operational profit of about $120 million. Now for this company that has a revenue of about $6 billion and that makes a profit of about, let's call it $1 billion, in operational profit, this company now has a valuation of $60 billion. So if they wouldn't grow their revenue and wouldn't grow their profit, it would take them 60 years to pay back that market cap. Of course, Snowflake is growing really fast at the moment, but I do think there are better places to store your money. I don't see this company doing a 10x or maybe 100x in the next 5 to 10 years. Of course, I can be wrong. AI is in a hype cycle, as I said in many videos before, and AI hype sells. And since Snowflake also is pushing for their AI products, it might boost their stock. But as we are looking for the next 10x or 100x stock in this channel, I don't see Snowflake as the place to put your money. Now, I'm very curious if you've put money into Snowflake and if you have made a profit with Snowflake, or maybe you bought right at the beginning when the hype was really big around Snowflake and you lost a lot of money. I'm really curious what you think about Snowflake and if you are interested in Snowflake in the future. See you in the next video. Bye.